Hello! Today we're going a bit more in-depth in our myiDecide presentation with input fields. Input fields are a great way to collect information about your audience. So let's get started on building an input form slide. Click Slides and click the plus icon to add a blank slide to your presentation. Next, we'll get started with organizing your canvas with information to help give your audience context of what you want them to do. One moment while we populate the canvas with design elements. For this part, you can make whatever you like. Just be sure to leave some empty space for your input fields. Now that we have our canvas set up, it's time to add the input fields. And we've made it super easy. Go to and select Form Fields on the left side panel. That will open another panel displaying all the different kinds of input fields you can use. Some useful information to gather is often viewer name, phone number, and/or an email. So we'll be using the text, phone number, and email fields. The fields will populate on the canvas, and we'll just move those to the right location we specified. Once you've organized your fields the way you like, you'll click on the input field you want to edit. The Customizable Features tab will pop up with different choices to pick from. Here, you'll want to click Options. This will open an options panel that controls several elements on your input field. Don't worry, we're going to go down the list one at a time so you can clearly understand each element and feature. Input text color. This is the color of the text that is entered in by the viewer. Select any color you like. Just make sure it's easily readable. The field label. This is an invisible field when left unpopulated. When entering text in the field label, text will populate above the input field on your canvas. We won't need this since we already put our stylized text on screen. The field label color simply controls that text's color. Next, we have shape. This lets us control the roundness of the input field corners. Input text type. This will control what kind of information can be entered in the input field. Whether it would be simple text, numbers, currency, phone number, email, a URL, and even multi-line for your viewer to enter in a message. For this field, we'll be keeping it as text for entering a name. Placeholder text. This is the text shown when the field is empty. Use this as a means of helping the viewer know what to enter in the input field. We'll be setting this to Enter your name. This will auto-populate on the canvas as you customize this element. Variable name. This is the identifier of the information you receive in your email. Since this input field is capturing their name, we will set the variable name to name. You'll want to set this as phone for phone number and email for email. You can also make your own unique variable, but we recommend keeping it simple. Next, you'll see a toggle that says Required Field. This is to make sure this field has information entered into it before the viewer can move on in the presentation. We will be requiring the viewer to enter their name before moving on. Small red text that reads, "This field is required," will automatically be added underneath the selected input field, or you can simply enter in your own required message. Invalid input. This is the message displayed when the input field doesn't meet valid criteria. For example, if an email field does not have an @ sign to signify a domain for an email. And finally, minimum and maximum length. This controls how many characters can be entered in a specified field. We won't worry about that in this tutorial, so we'll leave it alone since we're not going to limit how long or short someone's name is. As you can see, I've made both the name and email fields required, so the viewer will have to enter in information in both fields before being able to move on. The last step is to make one final button, the Submit or Enter button. This button will serve as the means to drive the presentation forward. We'll make a shape, add some text, then add an action to the shape that leads to the next slide in the presentation. Once you have that done, you've done it. Congratulations on building your first input form slide. You now know the ins and outs of input fields. Now, I know what you're thinking. Let's not do that again. But not to worry. We have input form slides that can easily be accessed in our templates at the bottom of the left panel of your screen under Form Slides. We thank you for your time to learn the basics of myiDecide. We look forward to your success.